And Stone. Some people say that bowling is not a sport. I don't know about all that, but I can tell you this here one thing. Bowling saved my marriage. Oh, I am Johnny Lee, and this here lovely lady is Leela May, except folks call her Scrap. Because when she was born, they said that she wasn't no bigger than a scrap of paper. I am 87 years old. And Scrap here is, Scrap, I don't tell my age. John knows I don't tell my age. I don't tell my age. You better sit down before you break a hip. Scrap here is 84 years young. And we are happier than two kittens under a leaky cow. Except it wasn't always that way. I should start from the beginning. See, what we have here is a love story. One that's lasted for 65 years. You see, Scrap and I were both born in the South, and we made our way up north. Scrap was born in Hartsville, South Carolina. And me, I grew up in a little place called Clewiston, Florida. And when I got out of the service, I settled in Philadelphia because I couldn't go back. I couldn't go back to that little town in Florida. There wasn't nothing there but dirt roads and train tracks. I got myself a job at the Philadelphia post office, the main post office. And every day I would walk to work. This one day, I was walking to work and I seen this pretty gal sitting on a stoop across the street. So I gave her my best Johnny Lee smile. You know what? She smiled back. Then I saw her every day on my way to work, sitting on that same stoop. So this one day, I decided I was going to go talk to her. So I strolled across the street. Nice and slow, like to build the tension. And then I talked to her. Man, I was smooth as silk. And I could tell she liked me because she looked up at me with those big brown eyes. And, well, she was just laughing and giggling at everything I said. I don't know why John telling that tale. Yeah, I saw him going back and forth to work, and he did come over and talk to me. But he must have been awfully nervous, because he stumbled across the street and stumbled all over his words. Child, please. He was cute, though. So when he asked me to go to the movies, I said yes, under one condition. It had to be a matinee, because I don't go out with men after dark. Scrap and I, we saw a lot of each other after that. In fact, I told my buddies down at the post office, the main post office, that there gal, that's the gal I'm going to marry. It weren't too long before I popped the question. And you know what? She said yes. Under two conditions. One, she wanted a big old house. And two, she wanted lots of babies. I was able to get us a house, and we eventually had 5 beautiful kids. And everything was hunky-dory. Until I discovered bowling. That's a strike right there. You see, there was a bowling alley situated right next to the post office, the main post office. All my buddies, they bowled and they got me to bowling. Turned out I was pretty good. In fact, I was damn good. Excuse my French. I was so good, they called me Golden Arm. Soon I was on 3 different teams, and I was bowling 4 or 5 nights a week, and every weekend, guess you could say I was addicted. But I was having the time of my life. Scrap didn't like it so much. Eventually we took to arguing, fighting, really. It got so bad that I thought that maybe we was done. Those were terrible times, just terrible. All that fussing and fighting every night. I didn't know what I was going to do. And eventually I figured, well, if you can't beat them, join them. Are you watching, John? Ooh, John, you see me get that spare? Oh, I picked up that spare. Oh, yes. See, that's how you throw a ball. That's how you throw a ball, John. Scrap took the bowling like a duck to water. She was good too. Soon she was on 3 different teams, and she was bowling all the time, and we were bowling together. We were inseparable. We were like 2 peas in a pod. Wherever she went, I went. Wherever she'd go, I'd go. We were having the time of our lives, and we've been bowling like that ever since. Then a couple of years ago, Scrap started having heart problems. She had to take all these pills, and Scrap hated taking pills. I'd find pills hidden all over the house. I even found them stuck between the sofa cushions. Her condition got so bad that she had to have triple bypass surgery. But Scrap, she's the strongest person I know. She came through that surgery with flying colors. And you know what? She went right back to bowling. Not too long after that, she had knee replacement surgery. She went right back to bowling. Not too long after that, Scrap had a heart attack. She went right back to bowling. Not too long ago, I seen Scrap sitting on a sofa. And well, she just didn't look right. She said she was tired, just tired. But she didn't look right. So I convinced her to go to the hospital with me. I figured we'd be in and out and right back to bowling. But not long after we got there, Scrap had another heart attack. A big one. They were able to resuscitate her, but they had her hooked up to all these machines. The doctor said Scrap was weak and getting weaker. The doctor said there was nothing they could do for her. Nothing they could do for her. The doctor said I had one other option. I guess I was just sick and tired of being sick and tired. But I know that God loves me. I always thought that one day I would bowl the perfect game, all strikes. And then God would just come down and take me right there in the bowling alley. God loves me. And God's not going to let me suffer, John. I decided to take Scrap off of life support. It's the hardest decision I ever made. I went to her room and I sat on the edge of her bed. I leaned down and I kissed her on the cheek. And I said, I love you, Scrap. And she looked up at me with those big brown eyes. And then she was gone.
Heard there was a secret chord that David played.